Hello guys, welcome back to part 3 of ASP.NET Core Razor Pages, developing web applications with ASP.NET Razor Pages. Alright, so we were actually at the point where we actually display the employee details in employee dashboard. Now I'm going to teach you how to develop, if it is a manager, show the entire dashboard with other employees. If it is just a regular employee, just show only these employees that we have right here. Okay, so there's going to be a little bit of more coding to happen. So let's just show you where we are at first, just to refresh ourselves where we're at first, so all of us kind of know. All right, we are all in this place. Then we'll go from there together. We've already done the login screen. We've already done the employee dashboard screen. Okay, so right now I'm gonna put the password real quickly. So right now we have the employee dashboard screen. It says welcome Phil Morris. It displays the information. Now you can edit information if you want to, although we've not implemented edit functionality, but you have the option to go to edit screen. Right now we want to give you an option. If the person is a manager, the person should also see the rest of the employees and able to edit employees, able to create a new employee as a manager, and able to delete employees. So let's go to the code and get that part started. Right, I'm going to stop this, close this so that it stops. For us to do that, we need a list of employees. So we need to get all the employees in the database. In this case, we just mimicked a database by creating this list of employees right here. Well, for us to do that, we need a list of employees that we could loop over, do an iteration, a loop, a for each, a loop over, and then display each of those ones one by one, and then add some buttons to delete, and also add a button to create and all of that. It's not, it's a very like, I'm going to make it as simple as possible. It's kind of very straightforward, but just pay attention what is going on. So right now, what we have right now is just a single employee. So we're doing a model, and then we're doing employee and all of that for one employee. We want a list of employee, so we need to go to the code section of this employee dashboard, which is this place right now. What we have right now is this guy, just one single employee. So we are currently showing an employee that has this that has that is matching this employee that is being passed from the login screen. Okay, so what we are trying to do is to get the full list of the employees, all the employees that are displaying here. So you know that for us to do that, we also need to let this side of the application, the code, the dashboard, this HTML side of the dashboard, it is called CSHTML side, to also know about that list. So we are going to declare a property here to tell it that, hey, look, please know about this list, and we want to make that a list of employee property. So it's going to be a list of employees. So we're trying to get a list, right? And then we're just going to call it employees with a S. Instead of just employee, just put S at the end, employees. So now we have this employee exposed over here. So if we go over to this place now, if I type something, let's say I do add model like that, and I do employees, like you see now, we can see the employees now. This one, we could see this one with the S already available here to be used. So that's why it is important for us to set it over here. Now that we have it here, we need to now to put the values inside of here by calling this method, the data method, to pass us the employees, all of the employees though. We need all of the employees this time around. So we're going to be doing data dot employees to list. So it's a list, right? So to list, right? So if you're confused why I just did data dot employees dot to list is going to give me this. Again, let's go back to the data class is here, or you can go through here as well. You're looking at it right here. So it's a public static. Static means you don't have to make a new instance of the class, and then the property, this employee properties, returns everything right here for you. So that's why I'm just doing the data dot these employees in here. So I did data.employees, and then I did to list, just to, I know it's a list, but just to be sure it's a list, and then put it right there. Okay, so now we have this over here now. Now let's go over here now to display it now. So remember I told you that I did another div here. This div, now we're going to use it now to display that data that we got from here. Okay, but before I do that, I want to check. This is where I told you that we need to we need to display this part of the data, this table that has all the rest of the employees, only if the person is a manager, only if um, that employee that logged in is a manager, then we display this other part that will show the rest of the employees, and that person will be able to add a new employee. That person will be able to delete and edit, just basically giving you more functionality. So to do that, we have to do a if check. We have to do if the person is an employee, if the employee is a manager. If the employee is a manager, then show this part. So this is why result pages is good. You could come here and make some conditional statements in this place that you write your CSS and HTML. You could also make some conditional statement using C sharp. So to do that, you always have to start with the at symbol. Okay, and then we'll do the if here, and then we're going to check from the model dot employee. So basically we are checking the employee that logged in, the logged in employee, right? If the employee dot, we are checking is manager, because we have a property there called is manager. If this is true, we're going to show this, otherwise don't show anything, right? So let's do this. Balance that. So we're copying the div, so now we're going to put this div, but just to test, right? I'm just going to do like h3 here, maybe h3, and just do I am a manager, just to see if our code is working right or not. So let's go to the data and see which one is a manager and which one is not a manager. So its manager is true, which one? So its manager is true, is this number, like the third one, right? The third one is manager is true, which is this guy, fem abcd. So for you, if you want to see which one is the manager, make sure you set one of them or two of them to its manager true. Okay, so now I'm going to run this code. I'm going to log in as the firm, and I'm going to see if the manager is true or not. That's how we can start off with this, and just want to make sure that the person is a manager first, and then we're going to try a different one that is not a manager. We just want to see that this part is not displaying in there. All right, let's wait and see. Okay, that's the guy. A B C D one. Okay, you see this guy here? That means this one is a manager. Now let's go to another one that is. Let's just try a different one that is not a manager. I don't think this James is a manager, so let's try him. We're not going to see that other part. Let's log in. So you see, it's not there. This is not a manager. So cool. Our if check is working. That's how you basically you have to be testing all these things like this. So this part here, this if check here is working. It's able to tell us which one is not a manager and who is a manager. So that one is working. So let's go and start the design. The first thing I want to do is I want to add first of all, let's add a break here so it doesn't just lap on the between the two tables or between the two sections. So that break will give a little bit of space between. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is to add a button to create um, a new employee. So let's do new employee like that. So that's that, right? And inside of this button, again, is we're going to convert this link. So that's an anchor tag, right? That's not a button, but we're going to convert it to a button. It's an anchor tag, but we convert it to a button. So btn dash. This time around, let's make it a success because we'll be making btn primary. Let's make btn success this time around. So BTN success, right? And in this case, I want us to do, I've not created it yet, but I just want us to do, pass in the ASP page. So it goes to, when you're creating a new employee, I want you to go to a new page to create a new employee. So we pass in ASP page, and let's just say new employee, right? New employee. We're going to create this very soon, and in fact, let's create it right now. So I'm going to copy this name that I passed here, and we're going to create this as new employee. I'm going to put a break here. Okay, so now let's create this new employee page just to make sure that this doesn't break, because if we forget, if we don't create it now, we might forget, and when we run this, it will just break the code. So it's nice to just create the page right now, and just see if it is working. All right, so let's create this page in here. So new page here. uh, Copy that, paste it there, and create. All right, so now we created that. Let's just, again, I always like to put like a h3 just to see if it works correctly. Create employee. All right, so that's that. Okay, so let's go back to our page again. Now that we've created that one, the next thing that we're going to do is I want to display the rest of the employees in a table. So let's do a table. Okay, let's do a table, but this table, I want it to have a class of table, so it's going to look nice. Class table. Once you put this, your table is going to look nice. You can also put some more things like table dash dash active dash hover dash borderless. If you don't want border, dash danger, dash dark, dash hover. I want to try this one, dash hover. You could put a lot of things, a lot of different types of table design as well, but let's just keep it like this, simple. Okay, so we have that, and we have to do the t head, the head of the table. Head of the table is called t head, like that. Okay, inside the t head, we need to have the columns, all the columns that are supposed to be there. So we're going to do a T arrow for the row of the column, the row of the header. Like, the header has just one main row, and then each of them you're going to have one column each, and that's where you're going to do the T head for the, so the TH, like that. Why does it always do the track here? TH, like that. Okay, and then this one can be like the ID, right? Employee ID, like that. So let's just get all of them. I already have it typed out somewhere, so let's just get it out like that and put it like this. So you see how it has a th for the ID, name, department, year of service, gender, salary, and action. Action is the one that will be doing your view, your edit, and your delete. All those under action will come under that. So on the after that, you want to do the T body. So after the T head, you want to do the T body. If you know the tables very well, you see that the T body is the next thing that comes up. T body is the body section of the table, and inside here is where we're going to do the T row as well. Okay, we're going to do zero as well. But before we do that, we have to loop through the employee list that we have, so we can display each of the employee one after the other. So the looping here, we have the for loop and we have the for each loop. It's up to you which one you like. So I'm going to go with the for each loop. For each loop, like that. It's like that. And you do a variable. You give it a short form. For me, I'm going to call it employee. Just call it employee in employees. So in the list of, so you have like the model, so there's a list of employee in the model, so we pass it a list of employees like that. Okay, you open and close that. So C Sharp will not complain. All right, so we have, so right now in here now we'll have individual employees, and we're going to display the individual employees in a row, like each row, like that, right? And you could just put like now, um, you could put a TR. So, oh no, why does it keep doing that? All right, so let's just do it patiently. TR. So, so now we have for each of these employee, we want to create a row for each of this employee, and then we want to create a column for each of them. Columns, not just one column, columns. So you're going to do TD. Oh no, this is crazy. So you're going to do TD, and you're going to display, let's say employee ID, like that, like that, and all of that. So I already have all of these things typed out. I don't like, this tutorial is a little bit long right now, so I'm trying to get it a little bit shorter as much as we can. So I already have it typed out like this. So you have the employee ID in the TD, employee name, department, and all of that. Now this part is very important. This part I didn't really teach you guys or show you guys before. So what I have here is I have an anchor tag, more like a link, and then I did a button. So from here to here is one anchor tag, and I put like this pipe distance. So if you do shifts and then backslash, shift backslash will give you this straight pipe. And then I did the class BTM primary, and then I put ASP.NET page, which is the view page, and then the route is employee ID, like we did like we did on this other guy right here, this other guy right here, right? And then it's employee ID, and then the name of it is the view. The next one I did is this guy as well. The same thing is edit for that guy, and then the next thing is the delete. I have not implemented the delete yet. You could see it's just there, nothing is implemented yet. So if you do this now, you would see that this will display, it would display the other part of the table correctly for you to see. However, before we do that, I think this table, this T head here, I want it to have a nice CSS style as well. So let's put a CSS style there so that it's going to look match the same header style that we have at the top. So just go ahead here, just go up here and copy this style, this one, copy it, right? Copy that, just the style, just from here all the way to here, all the way to that place. Copy it and then just come here and in this T header area in there and put there. Make sure you have the open, this closest guy. You have this open here, this guy open, and then you have the closing there. And then it's the same thing that I did at the top here. So it's the same thing. So if you copy from here all the way to here, you're gonna get the same thing. So now that that is done, we can now see exactly what happened. So we made sure that we had the employee list added in this class here, and then we use a table to display the employee list, and then we're having all of these links to be able to edit and all of that. So let's run it and see how it looks like now. So I'm going to go straight to the one that is a manager. One, two. Okay, so this is what we have right now. Being like, you know, for the one that is a manager, you see we have all of this nice display. Because you're a manager, you're able to see your information, you're able to edit your information, and you're able to and create a new employee And then you're able to view the employee. If you look here, you're going to see that it's highlighting it. You're able to edit the employee, and of course the delete. I have not implemented the delete yet, and all of that. But you're able to view all these guys. You're able to see that guy. It's just amazing, right? And then right now, um, if the manager is Phil Morris, right? But he has every other person on the list here that he can delete. He can view, delete, and edit them. He can also create a new employee. So this is a quick overview of how you can implement um, an employee management system. This is not everything anyway. This is just a quick. This is just the basics of how you can implement employee management system using ASP.NET Core Razor pages. Now, I did not do database on this one. In other videos, I'll be doing databases. I'll be doing how to fully save, create a new employee and save to database for you to see. This is just the beginning of how to make the layout look like this and how to write the code that will possibly help you to save to database and retrieve data and edit and delete and all of that. Okay, so I would like to stop right here because we've already got into this layout that now we are ready to save data to the databases, and we're ready to create new employees and save to the database. We're ready to edit, we're ready to delete from database this employee and all of that. So we're going to stop right here. In the next sections, next series, we will be going deep down to creating a new employee, view a new employee, view employees, edit existing employee, and delete existing employee. So thank you so much. Please help me subscribe to this channel so that we can get a lot of people watching this, and YouTube will suggest these videos to a lot of people when you like the video. So please do like the video, do comment, and subscribe to the channel. Let us grow. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys, because I'm be doing a lot of videos on programming, on C Sharp, on .NET, on web APIs. I have web APIs videos already in this channel already, and so many other things. I'm also going to be doing there is Blazor, ASP.NET Core Blazor application. There's something called Blazor application. I'll be doing Blazor tutorial as well, and so many other things I'll be doing as well. Even automation testing, using Selenium automation testing. I'll be doing that as well. So thank you so much. Have a good day and enjoy your rest of your study life. Thank you.